This afternoon, I do have on Skype Nanaya Wakwada. He is the Executive Director, Bureau of Public Safety. Good afternoon, Nanaya, and thanks for your time.
Good afternoon, and thank you for...
First of all, what do you make of this very situation, the Morocco example, and how prevalent are such situations against Ghanaian workers?
Well, I must confess that... Sorry, I can hear myself, so it's a bit difficult coming through. But I must confess that Morocco incident is not new to Ghana. These are incidents that we've picked over and over again from other companies and so on. And normally it hits the news when it involves, or if it involves, a foreigner being the perpetrator and the victim being a Ghanaian. But it's certainly not a new phenomenon on the Ghanaian scene. We must understand that any action, incident, or behavior that starts from reasonable conduct in which a person is assaulted, threatened, harmed, injured in the course of or as a direct result of his or her work is classified as workplace violence. In Ghana at the moment, we do not have any provisions, or any maybe we have not made a conscious effort at developing a workplace construct targeted at, workplace violence. As a country, we do not have an overall occupational safety and health policy. If we have, then we can progress from there to create a code of practice at workplace, on violence and stress. It is very important that we gravitate towards creating a document as such, or having a campaign to, as it were, create a workplace culture based on decent work ethic, safety, mutual respect, tolerance, equal opportunity, and blah, blah, blah. As it stands now, when there is a violence at the workplace, we often, or most people, will not know where to place it, because it could be a human resource issue, it could be a safety and a health matter, it could actually get into the hands of the police. If we make steps to have a code of practice on workplace violence, then these things will be able to place them. And then also, once we have a policy or a code of practice on it, we will make that conscious or active effort to put in place prevention systems to ensure that these issues do not even get to the point where people will be injured, people will be harmed, and so on and so forth. It involves so many other things. Probably for such a news bulletin, I am not able to go in, but one of them is making sure that we have a fair complaint system in place, where people know that if I feel threatened, or if I am threatened, or I'm seeing signs of violence coming up, this is where I could channel my issue and get resolution at the workplace. Then we will get it. But until that is done, workplace violence will continue to go on. People will not be bold enough to bring such issues up, because the systems are simply not in place to protect them. We could also have a situation where we will have frivolous claims made by workers against their foreign bosses or foreign counterparts, because they know that once this issue come up, they are going to have the whole of the populace gang up, in support of them. So we must make that conscious effort. And I'm believing that we are going to have some institutional collaboration, among the state agencies to get these things up and going. As a country, we tagging ourselves as gateway to Africa, we must understand that we must be business friendly. And if you are going to be business friendly, such spectacle that we are seeing at Morocco following incident of violence, where people are ganging up to, perpetrate violence against the business entity because of, the misjudgment or the action of one individual is going to make investors feel threatened. And in the long run, it's going to come up and hit we, the indigenous Ghanaians. It's going to hit Ghanaians as a whole. So the earlier as a state, as a nation, we begin or we ride on the back of this Mawako incident and put in place a clear code of practice on workplace violence, the better for us as a nation.
And I would have to cut it here as well due to poor sound quality. We do apologize for that, but when we connect, we'll get back to Nanayo. Thanks for your time, Nanayo. You're still watching Midday Live.